Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Mob Psycho 100. Last time around, we finished up Season 2 with Boss Fight, The Final Light, where basically we had the conclusion of the battle between Mob and Suzuki, which resulted in Suzuki pretty much letting loose too much power, which was going to explode, but Mob, being the good boy that he is, stayed with him to help try to contain it, and he finally won over Suzuki, so that was great. Both of them did survive. Most of the energy was channeled into the broccoli seeds that was in Mob's jacket, and it created a giant thing of broccoli. And so yeah, he recovered. Suzuki has been arrested, and the whole of Claw is done, and that's pretty much it. It's interesting. It kind of makes me curious. What do we do next? Like, we seem to have just fought the greatest psychic in the world, you know? But we're not going to be answering that question just yet, because today we're moving on to the OVA for Season 2. Yeah, I did look, I'm pretty sure I looked at, I think there was some sort of OVA for Season 1, but I think that was more of like a season recap thing. This, I think, is its own complete thing, so, yeah. But yeah. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this OVA of Mob Psycho 100. Here we go. Poor Reigen. You know what I love, though? I love that specifically, like, it all, obviously it makes sense that it adds up, but it's just so interesting that it's like, okay, why can the rest of them go in and out of this world so easily? Because they're psychics. Like, that's just it. They are all psychics, so they can all do that. But I love that. Yeah, so Reigen gets trapped, and the reason that people get trapped and then come out of it is solely dependent on whether or not these people have a cold. So, poor Reigen. I mean, poor Reigen. Let's just go with that. Just poor Reigen. I mean, we had to know that nothing good can happen to Reigen. Nothing at all. You know? So, even though he had this whole thing, he was gonna go to an onsen, stay at a traditional ryokan, just lost all of it. And man, because even just the fact that Serizawa just was able to, go in and out of it so easily, you know? But man, I gotta say, that part where he's sitting in the outdoor onsen, it's night, it's cold, and then it starts snowing while he's in the onsen, is like, oh my god, that's gotta be amazing, right? That has to be absolutely amazing. I mean, okay, how much are we going to talk about this episode? Probably not a lot. This probably won't be a big discussion. But it was fun. I enjoyed it, definitely. I like just getting Serizawa in there. Like, it's nice that this does, this is basically like a bonus episode off of Season 2, just taking place right after that. And I like that it's the first piece, I guess, the first thing of Serizawa working at the consultancy, So that was good. I like him, he's got his tips and tricks from a manual. That was funny. And again, I do love how he was able to just go in and out of it with such ease, He's just like, I'm gonna go see what I can do, and he just wakes up. He's like, oh, I woke up. All right, well, Master Reigen, he said he's gonna keep looking for the answer, so I'll leave him to it. So that was fun. I also do just love just having all of them there, like, this is the whole gang, basically, This is our Season 1 gang of Mob, Reigen, Ritsu, Teru, Dimple. Now we just added Serizawa. I love because there's no real reason, A, to have Ritsu, and B, to have Teru. You know, like Dimple will always sort of tag around with Mob, you know, but having the other two, it's like you don't really need to be here, but it's nice that you are here. You know, you get to enjoy the onsen. So, you know, this is another funny detail. I'm one thing with this series, I love that they're like this is gonna sound weird. I feel like this is an anime with almost no attractive people. Like, almost at all. Or even, like, at the very least, like, even if you could argue someone is attractive in this show, I do love the more realistic details on some of them. For instance, Teru's hairy ass. There's something funny about when they pan over, and he's there, you know, he's washing his hair and stuff, and you can just see those tiny little dots they stuck on his ass, you know? But it's, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't want to remember his ass from season 1, but I'm pretty sure he had that too, you know? And that's the thing, it's like, I don't know, this is a very strange thing that, and I say strange, maybe it shouldn't be strange, but I feel like this is the only anime where I just have no waifu at all, you know? And I don't know how many people do, you know? Now, there are great female characters, obviously. And if I could remember their names... that would be great. But, I mean, they're not, you know... They're not really at the forefront of the plot, you know? So we have the leader of the telepathy club. I can't remember her name, unfortunately. We had Misato. She's always fun. Tsubomi-chan is, you know, getting more interesting by the day, you know, but I mean, it's just nice. It's kind of nice, but it's also just like, there's like no waifu in this show. I don't know. I guess though, see, I feel like there will be people out there that are like, but I do have a husbando, and it's Reigen, you know? Because Reigen, Reigen. He is something, isn't he? Poor guy, just getting trapped on that train for so long. And for him, it was like days on end, you know? So yeah. So that's just an interesting observation. But yeah, I guess that does beg the question, is Teru's hair all natural again, you know? Because that was, you know, so early in season 1 that he lost pretty much all his hair, and then he started wearing the giant wig, but then that got cut off by the end of season 1, so I'm assuming the hair he has now is natural, but I don't know. But yeah, but it was just a nice location. I just love this locale, just this ryokan with this outdoor onsen, you know, in the snow, and it's just so nice, so peaceful, you know? And then, yeah, they went and made sure that the butt plug worked. And now it does again. But if you get a cold, that butt plug is going to start leaking. I feel like that's the takeaway from this OVA, is if you have a cold, your butt plug will start leaking. And on that note, I think I've run out of things to talk about for this episode, so yeah, next week we are starting Season 3, where hopefully I won't be talking about butt plugs. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Mob Psycho 100 reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.